Buongiorno and welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania if you're new here. So today we are gonna play with some exciting new stuff. It's like pink is the theme. I know it's supposed to be like Valentine's Day, and then I'm like, I can't comprehend that it's already gonna be February. I'm slowly marching to my 30th birthday and I'm like, no. So anyways, not like that has anything to do with this, but we are going to be playing with the new Natasha Denona cheek palette. I will be doing individual swatches. I do my highlighting reviews a little differently, so hopefully you guys enjoy my take on it. And I will do comparisons at the end, let you know if it is worth the $55, because that's steep. So, and then I also have the new Mcgrath glosses. These are the Opulust gloss. These are the very, very sparkly ones, so I will be doing swatches. Let me know my thoughts, because I have thoughts on this one for sure. $30 a piece. So, anyways, I hope you guys are interested in this video. Please don't forget to subscribe down below. I do upload here all the time. Like, almost all the time. So, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like video if you like these kind of mixed reviews where I do more than just like one product at a time, and really try to go in depth about it. And let's go ahead and hop into this video. I'm gonna stop yapping. All right, let's go. All right, guys, so I like to do my highlighter reviews a little bit differently. I find it, man, my hair is the mess today. I will fix that later, okay? But I like to really see the true colors of every shade to know if I'm going to get use out of a palette. So I like to first go in with no makeup on and just swatch each one. That way it's not like you're trying to layer them on top of it and you can't see the colors. I hate that. So this is what the packaging looks like. Of course, yes, the bark right when I start. But I love like all the packaging of this collection. Like, it's so cute. I love pink. So, and this packaging, look at how freaking cute. Like, it's so cool. I love this. Like, I really love the packaging, okay? But there's a few of these that I love and a few that I don't. I did not keep the balloon one. When you guys saw me do the review, it wasn't that it was a bad product by any means, but like I didn't love the blush shade. I'm also not a huge cream blush person. And then the highlight shade was really close to the shade that I already had from her, which was an Alba, which is one of my favorites. So it wasn't worth me keeping it for the price point. Like, I feel like a highlighter palette or a cheek palette, like you need to at least love like 3 of them. So even though I don't love the cream shade, I'm like, if I love the other 3, we're good. But oh, it's so pretty. So this is what it looks like. One of the things I love is that it always has this protector over the cream product so that you're not getting everything into everything else. But packaging, A+ for packaging. But I've seen people do reviews lately and I'm like, okay, this isn't how I do it. I don't love, like I said, I don't love a cream product and people are putting them all over the cheek, and I think of it more as like highlighters. Like I don't like any shimmer on my cheeks because I just feel like it brings out so much texture in my face. And I don't like that. So we will do the cream base as like a blush on one side, but I would really just use it the same way I use my tan and like this one. And I just go in with it before highlight, and I literally place it right before. So I'm going to stop talking so that we can do this. But yeah, let's take the Cream Glow base. I'm going to use just a beauty blender to put that on. Satisfying noise. I like it. Not that I love being here without makeup on, but, I do it for you guys. What do you want? So I'm just taking the butt. I do feel like sometimes she advertises products as fitting every skin tone, and like I said with the tan palette, like I didn't feel like that was the most suitable for lighter skin tones, which I don't mind. I just would wish that companies would market it the way, that way you're not feeling like, oh yeah, I can totally use that. Like, I can already tell, like, this is not a color I don't like it like this. Like, I don't even have makeup on, and oh my gosh, like, I can just see everything. Like, let me turn it down. Like, I can see all of the texture. So that's why I don't, not to say that all cream products do that, but like, it's just not really my thing. Maybe if I could get away with it, sure. But on this side, I'm going to take the tip of the Beauty Blender and place it just on the high points. All right, so with the Super Glow, which is this one here, let's take that on a highlighting brush. And since I didn't put the cream all the way up, you guys can actually see what it looks like. But I would never layer this on top, like on my actual cheek. I would only use it on the high points. So that is how the Super Glow looks. And then let's take the Super Glow again on this side, right over that cream base as a highlighting shade. Which again, like, I don't know if this is gonna be great for lighter skin tones because it's not even coming off as camera as pink as it is, but it almost gives me like, is it Rihanna that did like that pink, like all over kind of thing? But it usually just intensifies like the highlight, which I do think it did. It's intense by itself, but that's more how I would use it. So I'm gonna take off these ones and then let's just swatch the other two, and then I will do a full face and use them. But I want to like truly show the colors. But yeah, I would never put anything all over. I don't like it that way. I would probably use it this way, where I would just use it as an actual base for highlight. All right, A and Beck, I washed those off. I did pack Valentine from the Love palette just on my lid to have something. And my face like needed a second to calm down. It's like, what are you doing to me? So I'm going to spray it with my Smashbox water. All right, I'm gonna go into the Glow powder. So I'm gonna go into this one and this shade here. So these are the two that I'm going to be trying out next. I'm going to use this is the Jaclyn Hill brush, JH02 or J02. I will say it was an expensive little brush, but I'm happy I got it as the palette like together. But it's a nice brush, guys. Like, I was like $24, she don't crack, but it's actually really nice. I use it a lot. So let's just try out this one. This is definitely more of a traditional color, this Glow Impact Powder. So I'm kind of happy that she added that in there to have like one that's just like a champagne-y. I mean, she says it leans more like on the pinkier side. I don't know about that, but it's a beautiful like color. And I will do swatches at the end in terms of like how comparison it is to the gold in the other palette. Or maybe I'll do that now. Why is this eyebrow giving me a hard time today? I got a lot of questions about my nails, and I was like, I just cut these. They're like the glue on nails. I just used some Gorilla Glue, which is probably not great, but I get torn to shreds when my nails are breaking, and it's been a week, and I just didn't have the patience to go sit in a chair. Like, I was just like, oh no, I cannot do it. And this collection costs an arm and a leg, so it's like, I need to save some money. But they actually, I feel like they look pretty good. I'm like, not bad. $4 nails, here you go. So yeah, this is definitely more of just like a normal, I don't want to say normal, but like ones that we see over and over and over again. All right, with the Diamond Glow, I think it's going to be best tapped in with a finger because it is a glittery formula. I'm surprised by how many people were like, I don't like glitter. And I'm like, well, then why'd you buy this? But I will compare it to, it reminds me a little bit of the Fenty, like the Wada Brat. So I'm just going to place that there. But, oh, see, I love it. I mean, I know it's glitter. Like, you can pick it up. We'll pick it up with a brush. But I feel like I love the shade of this. Like I said, I just don't know how it's going to work across all skin tones. But on mine, I really, really like it. And I feel like it'd be a really pretty on deeper skin tones. And then I'm going to grab the gold again for my inner corner. So we have a little bit of a pop. And then I will put foundation on and everything else in a second. I think on the lid, I'm going to try this Super Glow. So this one again. And I'm going to pack that over the Valentine shade. That's really pretty. Just to give it a little bit of sparkle. The one thing is, I will say the Glow Impact Powder, it takes a little bit of digging into. Like, it's that like super firm texture, so you kind of got to scrape it and then it will come off. But like initial application, I was like, what is this? but I knew I expected that. So this is what the shades look like. I still really like this. I mean, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it is my cup of tea. But yeah, I like both of these shades. So let me turn this down. Hopefully you guys can tell a little bit better now, but that is the super sparkly one, and then this is the gold one. And then on my lids, I have that super glow pack. So there's definitely multi-use ways you can use this, and I'm not upset about it. So I'm going to do my makeup, and then we will come back, just do it with foundation on and swatch the Pat McGrath gloss, because I'm so excited about that. Like, woo! Okay, so I am back. The base is done. I actually love doing simple makeup like this. Like this maybe between my eyeshadow and my face took like 10 minutes. Like I'm happy with this. Like this is definitely minimal, but I still love it. I'm like, I don't belong on YouTube. I'm like, I feel just as pretty in this as I do wearing 100 layers of stuff. So maybe not just as, but definitely like this is more my everyday if I'm gonna do foundation. But the reason why I wanted to swatch them in general is because I don't wear foundation every day. Like my face needs a break. So let's go in. So I'm gonna take my finger, okay, with the Glow Cream Base, and we're just gonna tap it just the tiniest bit right there. So I could leave this here and I feel like it still looks nice and it looks very natural, and that's probably what I would do with it if I was going to use it. I would not, like I said, put it all over the face. And then let's go in. Let's go in with the Super Glow. So again, this shade right here. Just very lightly. I did end up getting a brush wet for that inner corner. Wet, this definitely intensifies a lot, which is very pretty. I'm gonna take it a little bit up here. And then we will just do the, so it's definitely like, you can see how pink it leans. Hopefully you guys can see on cameras. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't know if it's gonna work on lighter skin tones or if they would like this type of highlight. Especially for me in the summer, I feel like this is gonna be great. Like this is definitely like the Alba shade that I am always like, I love it. So let's take it on this side. I don't take it too low. I just don't have round cheeks, and I feel like if I did, maybe I would like that. But because of my texture right there, that's really all I put. And then I'm gonna take the Diamond Glow and layer that literally just like right here with my finger. I feel like it gives that really pretty effect, but you guys can definitely tell like that glow base on this side definitely amplified the look. So that's how I would use it. I feel like I've said that a million times, but yeah, I was watching people's reviews and I'm like, oh no, I don't do that. That's too much for me. I would hate it if I used it that way. Like I would not, I think it's gonna be a little bit too intense for, yeah, we'll try it. We'll put the tiniest bit, we'll tie everything in. I don't like to do my tip of my nose. I just like to do a little tiny, boop, boop, right there. Yeah, it's a little bit too pink to do that. I mean, I know some people are like, I love that sunburnt look, and I'm just like, not my nose. I don't like that. So I'm actually going to take the Goldie shade and go over it. I don't know if that's gonna help a lot. Okay, so yeah, those are my thoughts on this one. And then we'll do swatches in a second, but let's move on to the Pat McGrath, and then I will do swatches of everything, because I'm just like, So the new Pat McGrath glosses. My only thing is like, you know how Pat McGrath is. You look at her like Instagram, and I'm just like, can you guys see the way that that's looking? Like, that is so not, I mean, I'm hoping that that's how that looks, but the filters she uses make it so hard to choose shades. I actually went to Tim Talia's blog post because she swatches each one on the lips, and they definitely look different on her. A lot of them were deeper, and I'm not really a deep gloss person unless I'm going for a very specific look. But for $30, I was like, you better get one you're gonna wear, because they are $30. So packaging, I mean, it's the month of pink. You know, this is what the box looks like. So I mean, Pat McGrath always has very nice packaging, and I really like it. But let's go ahead and pull up what it says on here. So these are definitely supposed to be like way more glitter intense than like her normal ones. It says a gloss that coats the lips in multi-dimensional sparkle, seamlessly glides on with a smooth, non-sticky application. It has emollient matrix technology and shows a lightweight feel. Bullshit. No, I'm not saying it's bullshit. I'm just saying, you know, we've talked about this, like all the claims things make. So let's go ahead. I got the shade Correlation. They were in store. I had to ask, and they went and picked it up from the back of the store. So I wasn't allowed to see any shades or swatch any shades, which made it really hard to choose. I wanted to kind of get Dreamscape because that was like the safe choice, but I didn't want to be boring, and I have a ton of gold glitter glosses, so I've chose the shade Correlation. Looks the same in terms of packaging as the other glosses. I will hold this up against some of her others, but vanilla scented is good. I talked about this. I don't mind my lip products being scented as long as they're not like YSL scented or L'Oreal. All right. I mean, definitely feels nice and hydrating on the lips. My hair is blocking out the entire background. Mufasa. Okay. No. I'm not loving this shade. It's definitely more like leaning, not just sparkly, but more on like the metallic-y side. Oh no, I don't like it. I'm going to try it though underneath a lip gloss. The good thing is it's definitely like opaque. I'm just saying the shade I chose. I don't feel like this is coral. This is definitely like iridescent pink. And it says iridescent pink sparkles, but I thought the overall shade would lean more coral with a little bit of iridescent pink. It is super sparkly, but to the point where I feel like I'm wearing a metallic lipstick, not a gloss. Like it feels like a gloss, but it looks like metallic. So if you're into those, but let me turn down the lights. Now then, do my lips look like her Instagram? All right, so I'm gonna layer a nude lipstick underneath and we'll see. All right, so I used Milk Makeup Skills. You guys know this is like one of my top favorite like nudes. But yeah, let's just try it. Maybe it will look better on top. I just didn't like it by itself. Reminds me a lot, if you have like Jouer, like papaya, like those lip creams, it reminds me a lot of those. Not in feel, the feel is great. Super moisturizing, I'm just saying the look. Okay, so if I just dab a little bit on top, I feel like that looks a lot more me, like a lot better. But yeah, if I pack it all over, it's giving me more metallic vibes than glitter vibes. And maybe that's my fault. But this actually, I'm a little bit more like, okay, this is prettier. So let me turn it down so you guys can see. So definitely on top of a nude would be my favorite way. Okay, so in terms of swatches, that top one is the new formula, which is in the shade Coralation and the Opulust. And then the second one is actually another Pat McGrath one I have, which is in Pale Fire Nectar. And then the bottom is the Fenty like Gloss Bomb. So that way you guys can kind of see. Formula-wise, it feels great. In terms of especially like a heavy glitter, like I feel no glitter, which is amazing because I can't stand like sandpapery lips. But I much prefer the center formula, like the Pale Fire Nectar. It still has little flecks in there, but hopefully you guys can see like my lights are washing it out. But you guys can just see like how, like I just feel like the first one just looks so metallic, like not so much like, oh my gosh, it's just a high impact glitter. Like it's metallic. I hate doing gloss swatches. They feel so gross on my hand and I'm just like, ew. Okay, so for the cheek palette, this one is actually from the Natasha Denona Tan, and then this is the gold right next to it. So you guys can definitely tell like the Love Cheek one is actually deeper in terms of the gold. So just keep that in mind when shopping for your skin tone. I don't think it's like super deep, but I think if you're very pale, then it might leave that cast when you turn your face. But I want to grab, this is a Water Brat from Fenty, and the Glow Powder, I was like, is this going to be super similar? So let's swatch it. I feel like this is actually more shimmery. Like, So I wanted to do it against the Diamond Glow. And like you can barely even see that one on my skin. All right, so there's Fenty Water Brat, and then there is Natasha Denona's Diamond Glow. I'm gonna do one more swatch on top. But definitely different effects for sure. Like this one I would say is way more intense than this one, which I'll be honest, I don't really use the Fenty Water Brat as that much. Like hardly ever. I forgot I had it, I'm gonna be honest, which means I have too many highlighters. All right, might as well do some of the gold real quick on my chesticles. And let me just do a little bit right there. So, okay, overall thoughts. I like the Love Cheek palette. I think because I'm someone who uses it the way that I do, that it will work for me. Like I will get a lot of use out of it. So I mean, I don't think like if I was going to choose between the two, like this is just so, like this is summer in a palette. Like this made my favorites. Like I absolutely love this and I use every single shade in here. I don't know if I'm going to get as much use out of this, but oh my gosh, I love the packaging and I love the color. I'm actually more excited about this, I think, than, like I like the Love eyeshadow palette and I need to do more looks with it, but I really like this. Like I know it's not, again, I don't think it's for everybody. If you don't like glitter, don't buy it. If you are not, like if you're expecting to use it as blushes, like layering it on the cheeks, it's going to bring out so much texture. Like I would not recommend it. I literally only get them for the way that I do it, and maybe that's just my personal preference in terms of how I do use these palettes. Like, not the tan one because that has the bronzer and everything. But yeah, it kind of just depends on you. But I probably won't really touch the cream shade unless I'm using it the way that I showed you guys, because I just don't like that I just don't like it. But the other three colors, I'm like, as long as I like 3 out of the 4, I feel like it's a little bit more worth it. But like I said, if you don't like glitter, or maybe if you're very pale, I don't know if this is going to be the palette for you, because it's just, I feel like it's going to look a little awkward. Yeah. So those are my thoughts on that. The packaging, oh my gosh, please do this. I do feel like, you know, in the future, I would love it if she started putting like a matte blush in these, just because I feel like those could be a little bit more universal. But then again, I know that people love cream products. I'm just not one of them. So I feel like she could change it up in terms of what she puts in a palette. But yeah, that could just be me. I don't know. But I'm excited about it. I'm going to use it. It's staying. She dude. The Pat McGrath gloss. I don't think so. I don't think so. So I'm going to, you know, and it could have just been the shade I chose. I might go look at like that was the crappy part of being in Sephora, you know, where they were like, you can't swatch them. But hopefully you guys can even tell by the tubes. Like this is the normal formula with glitter, and then this is the new formula. But yeah, packaging, the way it feels, it's great. Like I said, I like it a little bit more now that it's sitting on my lips and like have a nude underneath it. But it could just be the shade I chose. Do I think my lips look like hers on Instagram? No. No, I do not. Please give me those. And like I said, that's why I went to Tim Talia's thing, because all the shades I was looking at, like the bronze one, it just, I mean, they're just coming off as metallic lips, and that's just not, you know, every once in a while maybe. But for $30, I want a gloss that I'm going to really use, and she's not it. I even told this Sephora lady, I was like, are you sure you don't want to make samples? Because I don't want to return it. She's like, you can return it. It's fine. And I was like, then you're going to give me a really dirty look when I do. But I'm hoping they'll put these out soon so I can swatch, and maybe there's more shades that might lean a little bit less metallic-y. But I just don't like it on my lips personally. But if you do, the formula is gorgeous. It's just not my speed, unfortunately. I'm really sad to say that, because I've been really looking forward to these. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. Please let me know if doing the bare face thing is useful for you guys. Just because I find it useful doesn't mean it's helpful to you. So I would love to know in the comments down below. Please don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I do upload here at least 3 to 4 times a week. So join the family. I'm going to do more looks with the Love palette after I'm done editing this one. So stay tuned and have a great weekend, guys. Just reminds me of being a kid when you like had those like things you look through, like what are they called, like little kaleidoscope things. Like I love those. They were like, I'm showing my age here, but I used to love to look through those little things and shake it and see all the little sparkles fall down. Does anyone know what I'm talking about, or do I sound nuts? All right, on top of a nude and like far away, it looks good. Up close, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like I'm like now I'm just like I don't think I like it. But then like I was about to wipe it off and I was a little bit like, ooh, do I like it? I don't know. I don't know. Definitely not $30 worth, but I'm still like, it's not awful. Help me. I'm like, do I do the stupid stank face for the thumbnail? I think so. I think so. Just know that I hate these faces as much as you guys do, okay? I really do. I feel like such a freaking moron. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? I'm justifying this to myself because I'm just like, well, so annoying. Why?